Hey guys, welcome back to yet another video. Today we are again going to solve a Leetcode problem, which is sign of the product of an array. So let's see what the problem is telling to us. There is a function sin func x that returns 1 if x is positive, -1 if x is negative, 0 if x is equal to 0. You are given an integer array nums. Let product be the product of all values in the array. I'm pretty sure you didn't get the question, so let's see the examples. See example 1. Input nums equals to -1, -2, -3, -4, 3, 2, 1. Here we see there are four negative numbers. These are the four negative numbers and these are the three positive numbers. The output is 1. How? Because all the negative numbers here are what? In even numbers. So even number of negative number, after multiplying they will obviously come as a positive integer. So the result will be positive. So we return 1. Okay. Here is the explanation. The product of all values in the array is 144. So what is the product? -1 into -2 is 2. Then 2 into -3 is -6. Then -6 into 4 is 24. Minus minus positive. And then 24 into 3 is 72. 72 into 2 is 144. And 144 into 1 is 144. And sign function of 144 means what's the sign of the product of all the integers of the array? It's 1. So what's the output? It's coming 1. Okay. Let's see other example. Nums equals to 15023. Here we see that there is a 0 present, and if we multiply it by any number, then it is obviously coming to 0. It is pretty sure. So what is the output? 0. The product of all the values in the array is 0, and sign function of 0 equals to 0. Okay. A number, let there be any number. If once a 0 occurs, the whole array is going to be negative 0. Okay. Let's see the third example. Input nums equals to -1 1 -1 1 1. So here we see 1 2 3. So odd number of negative integers are coming, and the positive integers are for that doesn't matter, but there are two positive integers, and the output is coming -1 because after multiplying all this the result will be -1 because negative numbers are occurring odd number of times. So the product of all the values in the array is -1, and the sign func of -1 equals to -1. How is it coming -1? -1 into 1 is -1. Then -1 into -1 is 1. Then again -1. Then 1 into 1 is 1. And the last one, 1 into -1 is -1. So output is -1. I hope the question is clear to you now. Let's go through the approaches. The first approach which would come in our mind is that we should multiply each and every element of the array and see if it's positive, negative or 0. But it's not going to be so simple, because if we multiply each and every element of an array, in case we get larger elements, we would get an integer overflow, which is a runtime error. Okay. So what's the next approach? We should see if we get a 0 in the array, then it's automatically going to be 0. Result is going to be 0 because we multiply any element with 0, it's going to be 0. And for the negative elements, we should see if the negative elements are occurring odd number of times or even number of times. If it's occurring even number of times, then the result is positive, and if it's occurring odd number of times, then the result is positive. Now let's jump away to the coding stuff. Okay, so we should move on to the site. Okay, you can see the problem is sign of the product of an array. I explained it to you. So here I am going to make two variables, one variable for the count of 0 and one for the count of negative numbers. Okay, so make it int c equals to 0 n equals to 0. Okay, let's learn a loop here. And I equals to 0, I less than nums dot size I plus plus. Now we would check for the negative numbers. If nums at I less than 0, uh, negative plus plus, else if nums at I equal to 0, then C plus plus. Now after coming out of the loop, we would check if C is greater than 0, then there is a 0 present in the array and the result is going to be 0. Okay, return 0. And for the negative elements, if there are even number of negative numbers, then the result is positive or the result is negative. And mod 2 equals to 0, return 1, else return -1. Let's run our code. It's accepted. Let's run it for the example test cases too. Run code. It's running fine. Let us submit it. It's also submitted. So that was it. So let's wrap it up now. I hope you liked the explanation, and in case you did, please make sure to like, share and subscribe and share it with your friends. Meet you in the next one. Till then, keep coding, keep practicing. This was Tushar here signing off. Bye bye.